With so much diet misinformation out there on the internet about nutrition, it can be so overwhelming to sort through all of the BS, the fad diets, and the trends to truly understand what you need to have on your plate at each meal to nourish yourself well and ultimately lower your blood pressure naturally. Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you my super simple system to make sure you have everything you need in order to nourish yourself properly, to feel satisfied, energized, focused, and healthy. If we're meeting for the first time, hi, my name is Dr. Tessa Spencer. I'm a licensed pharmacist as well as a NASM certified nutrition coach and personal trainer. And I'm also the creator of Beating High Blood Pressure, which is my 12-month membership course and coaching program. Now, in Beating High Blood Pressure, I empower individuals and I coach people with high blood pressure to improve their condition and personalize their nutrition and lifestyle habits so they can reduce the risk of heart disease, so they can lose weight, improve their overall quality of life and overall health. And I'm really excited to share with you this very high-level overview of my system that I teach in depth within that Beating High Blood Pressure program. I call this system the Ritual 5, or the 5 ritual ingredients. This is the 5 ingredients or the 5 elements of nutrition that you should have on your plate in order to feel more confident and at ease knowing that you have a well-balanced meal when you're either making a meal at home or you're dining out. Now, the Ritual 5 is based on getting the right mix of macro and micronutrients that you need in order to nourish your body physically and mentally, all while making eating feel exciting, delicious, enjoyable, instead of being traumatic and stressful. Now, what I love most about this system is that it can be used for any types of food: nourish bowls, soups, salads, stir fries, smoothies, you name it. And once you get the hang of it, it really takes only seconds to implement to see if you have these 5 elements on your plate or not in order to create that balanced, nourishing meal that provides you with the framework to lower your blood pressure using nutrition. Now, in Beating High Blood Pressure, I dive deep into the health benefits, what foods kind of work synergistically together in order to lower your blood pressure, and how to personalize the system. But in this video, like I said, I wanted to give you that high-level overview of the Ritual 5. If you want more specifics around the Ritual 5 ingredients and other strategies to lower your blood pressure naturally, then make sure to download my free guide, and that's called How to Lower Your Blood Pressure Naturally, which I will link below in my video description. So if you want something tangible that you can use as a reference and utilize it in your day-to-day life to help lower your blood pressure naturally, make sure to click that link and download that free guide. Let's get into the 5 ritual ingredients. And number 1, we're starting off with non-starchy carbohydrates. Now, when I say non-starchy carbohydrates, I want you to think of greens and vegetables. There are dark leafy greens like arugula, kale, romaine lettuce, spinach, as well as all your other veggies like Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, carrots, and so on. Now, non-starchy carbohydrates should make up the bulk of your plate, bowl, or smoothie. The more, the better. Because these types of carbohydrates don't necessarily provide a substantial amount of energy, aka a substantial amount of calories, you can eat them in abundance. These types of carbohydrates are also known for their prebiotics, their antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are incredibly important to balance cholesterol levels, bowel movements, blood sugar levels, and the feeling of fullness. The fiber and water content in these vegetables keep you full and provide your body with all of these essential nutrients that you need in order to support a healthy body, to lower your risk of certain types of cancers, diseases, and of course aid in helping you lower your blood pressure naturally. Number 2 is protein. So protein is vitally important macronutrients to have at each of our meals. It helps keep you full, satisfied, aids in muscle tissue synthesis, as well as immune health and various other functions within our body. Research shows that eating protein at each and every meal, especially breakfast, can reduce our hunger hormone. Now, depending on your particular preferences or lifestyle habits, your protein choices may include all plant-based protein, which really is preferred for individuals with high blood pressure and other health conditions when we reduce our animal sources of protein and instead replace them with plant sources. Now, some examples of plant-based proteins include beans, legumes, tempeh, tofu, quinoa, nuts, seeds, things like that. Now, if you want more details on how plant-based eating in particular can help you lower your blood pressure, after you watch this video, why don't you take over and watch this video right here. It's all about plant-based eating to lower your blood pressure and of course reduce your heart disease risk. And I will link that video down below in my description. And once again, based on your preferences, you might also want to include some animal-based protein or a mix of both. You have to figure out really what's best for you and the lifestyle that you want to live. Now, if you're shopping for animal-based proteins, I do have a couple of recommendations. I want you to look for labels with organic, 100% grass-fed, wild-caught, sustainable, or humanely raised, because we want to make sure that we're supporting those farmers carrying out those specific practices. And if you're chatting with the butcher at your counter or the meat counter, ask them about the sourcing, and they should be able to tell you specifically, and you can know how your food was raised or how your food was produced. Coming in at number 3 is healthy dietary fats. For the most part, we're referring to healthy fats such as those from whole food sources, since dietary fat can both come from whole food plant sources or animal sources. So for example, we have extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, olives, avocados, seed and nut butters, coconut oil. And on the other side, we have things like salmon, tuna, egg yolks, beef, sardines, etc. In a meal, dietary fat is super important for feeling full and satisfied after a meal, and for slowing down the rate that we digest our food, which helps us keep us fuller for longer. Omega-3s are found in fatty fish and also some plant-based sources, and it has been shown to improve cardiovascular health, so heart health, and is key in proper nutrient absorption within our intestinal tract. Certain vitamins like A, D, K, and E are all fat-soluble vitamins, meaning that they need a fat source within the meal or snack in order to be properly absorbed in our body. An adequate fat intake is even more important for organ insulation, cellular, and hormonal health. So I know there was a huge fat-free culture back in the day, but it really is important to have on your plate and a part of your ritual 5. When I talk about healthy dietary fat, once again, we want to stay away from things like saturated fat, trans fat, etc. Number 4 is starchy carbohydrates. So starchy carbohydrates as opposed to non-starchy carbohydrates, those are exactly what you picture when most people think of carbohydrates. I want you to think of potatoes, quinoas, rice, bread, beans, pasta, corn, and fruit would also technically be lumped within that category. These carbohydrates have a great amount of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which is so important for the overall gut health, energy levels, heart health, and hormonal health, as well as hunger. Many whole food carbohydrates contain soluble fiber, and soluble fiber is great because it feeds the friendly bacteria in our gut, which helps supports healthy digestion and of course the gut microbiome balance. This is also the category of carbohydrates that provides you with energy, provides you with calories, and acts as the preferred fuel source when your body needs energy. The one thing to keep in mind with the element is to prioritize whole foods and whole grains as much as possible, rather than the more processed starchy carbohydrates when you think of pastries, white flour, etc. And the last one, number 5, is herbs and spices. So now this is kind of the fun part, okay? You can use different herbs, different spices to flavor your meal. Some of my favorites are oregano, paprika, cayenne, turmeric, basil, mint, onion, garlic, pepper. I mean, the list goes on and on. Whatever you enjoy and how you want to flavor your food. And while herbs and spices make food taste great, they're also packed with antioxidants, phytonutrients that help you feel great from the inside out. So now that you know about the ritual 5, so non-starchy carbohydrates, protein, healthy fats, starchy carbohydrates, and herbs and spices, do you think that you could use this system on your next meal? Let me know in the comments. Eating this way ensures that you're fueling your body and supporting your journey to improve your blood pressure and overall health using nutrition. And of course, with any nutrition advice, keep in mind that everyone's different, and if you have specific goals or you have certain health conditions, you may need to adjust the Ritual 5 system so it's unique to your body's needs. Now, of course, you can always work with me in beating high blood pressure so I can help support you and personalize your approach. So if you want more information on my step-by-step process to lowering blood pressure naturally that I teach in beating high blood pressure, I do have a free 1-hour masterclass where I dive deep into my strategies and also how to avoid the 3 things keeping you from lowering your blood pressure naturally. So if you want to check that out, I do have a link below in my video description. So all you got to do is click that link and sign up to watch that free on-demand masterclass. In addition, if you want even more support around that ritual 5, including a list of ingredients and step-by-step process that I recommend for my beating high blood pressure members, make sure to once again grab that free guide that I talked about, link below in the video description, that dives super in-depth into the ritual 5 ingredients. Now, if you like this video, make sure to like it and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, put them below in the comments. I love to be a resource for you guys. I try to answer every question I possibly can. And always, I hope you have a beautiful day, and always remember that together we can beat high blood pressure.